Okay, so this so did not end up being the video that I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to give away spoilers in this and say what happened. However, if you have seen the original Speak No Evil and know how that ends, then this might kind of be a spoiler, so fair warning to leave if you want. The reason I say that video is not what I expected it to be is I made that video going in with the intention that I was going to feel numb and the ending was going to be bleak as fuck and disturbing like the original was, and it simply was not. I said this. I fucking said this. When this remake was announced like end of 2022, early 2023, I made a TikTok about it. And I specifically said I am always skeptical about Americans remaking foreign horror because we simply do not go as balls to the wall as other countries do. At least when it comes to mainstream horror, we simply are not as ruthless or as fucked up as other countries are when they make horror movies. And I'm sorry, but I was absolutely fucking right about that. The ending of the original Speak No Evil is one of my favorite endings in a horror movie ever because I personally prefer an ending like that. An ending that makes you sit there for like 10 minutes at the end wondering what the fuck you just watched, wondering how to go on. It's bleak, it's unnerving, it's fucking downright hopeless. Like, the ending of this movie is what makes it memorable. That's kind of the whole point. So that's what I was expecting out of this, which yes, it's a remake. Maybe I shouldn't be comparing or expecting anything, but god damn it came out 2 years after the original. Of course I'm gonna fucking compare it. If this was an original movie, or had I not seen the original and knew the original ending, this movie would have been fucking impeccable. If they kept the rest of this movie, but made it the ending of the original movie, this would be a 10 out of fucking 10. It would be my favorite of the year. They didn't, and I am so sad about it. Now, casual audiences that haven't seen the original or simply don't care about the original ending or just don't care about endings like that in general, they're gonna eat this movie up. And that's totally fine. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I'm just disappointed that they didn't push the boundary. Like, I was really just hoping to see an American mainstream horror movie push that fucking envelope, and it simply didn't. Again, the ending is just personal preference. Like, if we completely take that out of it and don't compare, I think this was a phenomenal movie. I think James McAvoy is the greatest actor of our generation, and his fucking performance in this is top tier. If you're wondering how it compares to the original, yes, the parents still make stupid decisions, but at least in this one they put up more of a fight, which almost makes me more disappointed that they changed the ending because I think that would have made it even more painful. Other than the ending, the main story is very similar to the original one. However, I think this one is more well-paced. Like, all the events leading up to the climax make you feel uncomfortable, and it's supposed to. You're supposed to feel that way. So they did a great job with that. And of course, like, James McAvoy to me was the standout. He was the star, but all the performances in this movie were phenomenal. Overall, I don't want you guys to think that my beginning rant about this made me not like this movie because I still give this an 8 out of 10. Again, just based on personal preference, I'm really upset and disappointed that they decided to change the story because this would have been one of my favorite movies probably ever. And it absolutely would have been a full 10 out of 10 for me. But I definitely will be watching this movie again for the plot.